How many God packs we pulling tonight? I mean, conservatively speaking, at least 10. I hope. I didn't even know that God packs were possible out of White Flare and Black Bolt until recently. What's up, Marzi Barzi? I hope you're feeling better today because you're awesome. And what's up, Dom? All right. Let me line up this feast. Good job filling it, everybody. I was paying attention to it, and I think it filled right after I checked last. And then I just didn't check it again. Long time no talk. How you been? I've been pretty good. Can't complain. You know how it is. Just been grinding. Just finished dinner. You feel like you're gonna explode. That's not good. Well, I mean it's good, but like, yeah. In a good way, you mean? I'm doing even better now that I figured out that there was nothing wrong with my car and that dealership was literally trying to scam me into just paying for repairs that didn't need to happen. You were organizing? Mr. Ritter, thank you. You were organizing your cards and found a bunch of artwork. A bunch of artwork. I'm horrible at drawing, so I apologize that you had to experience it again. Now, I'm obviously happy that, like, I don't need to have any repairs done to my car. But still, like, a little concerned that, like, I guess that's just the way dealerships operate. They feel that confident that they could just scam people, which is nuts. So, for those of you that ever deal with car dealerships for stuff after the fact, just be aware of that. A Santa in there and a card. Yo, those are some rare ones, dude. Especially from the Pack records, because there will never be another one of that specific record. The last record I did was 2,160 packs. I think it'll be a while before we break that record again. Seeing as that break would probably be like, I don't even know how much that would be. I think we did the math on that one day. Because that's 10 cases, 60 boxes. Average price of like $250 for booster boxes nowadays. Because you have to have different ones. How many hours? I think I got that done within a reasonable amount of time. I think it was like within like 5 or 6 hours. Because once it's... Dude, honestly, what takes the longest for that is just lining it up. Getting that break ready is the most time consuming. Sorry, I thought I heard howling. Which I may have. I mean, we've had coyotes in the past. It sounded really like that one lifted the hairs on my arm. I was like, damn, that was a little creepy. A little coyote don't scare me though. All right, let's randomize. Second break is almost full. I probably would have posted a second feast, but it must have filled right after I looked at it. Also, I need 3 numbers between 1 and 38. Before you guys start rattling off numbers, I'll tell you what numbers we have. Apparently, there's a big card that we have not pulled from these PSA pouches. Different time, last pack. Different time. Boxes and packs are more expensive now. And degenerate hours are kind of over since COVID is over. But, I mean, we're still having a good time. It's just more efficient. 2. We have 2, 10, 3, 5, 6, 24, 25, 28, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. People really don't like the 30s. 37. I need 3 numbers. Let's go. Pretty much almost every 30 except 38 is available. You don't like 30s either? Okay, 10. You want to be in your 20s again? I honestly still feel like I'm like early 20s. Oh yeah, I'm me for the break. But I'm with you out here. The packs keep me young. And if I shave, I look like I'm 10. $36. All right, one more number. Once again, 2, 3, 5, 6, 24, 25, 28, and pretty much all the 30s. Hello. Planes, give me a number. 28. All right, 28. Thank you. We'll need one more number for the next break. 16. Don't have it. Thank you. Thank you for trying. All right, let me turn off this air and let's get started. I'm very close to going back to the Stone Age in terms of having the thermostat. I just want on and off. I don't want this crap anymore where it's like, oh, we're predicting what you would want. And it just keeps turning itself on. I have turned off the thermostat during this stream for about this entire year. This smart thermostat has not figured out that I don't want this on during the stream. All right. We are good to go. If this smaller one fills, I'll add another smaller one, which it probably will be. So wait a minute, you get more value by being in the break with the God Pack, and I gotta add more? Shouldn't it be the other way? What's that about? I do good and then I get penalized? It's like paying a fine. In that case, I hope we don't. I have to celebrate it with style. I mean, I agree with you. We haven't gotten a God Pack out of Prismatic yet, but multiple Demigod packs. And I wasn't even aware that Black Bolt and White Flare had God Packs until recently. But we've pulled 3 Zekrams, 1 Victini, and 0 Reshurams. My heart is telling me that we're going to see another full art red Victini before we see the first Reshiram. Break sold out. Nick will add another small one. I told him, I said, once it fills, can you add another one? Thank you for telling me. What else you been up to, Last Pack Magic? I feel like it has been a while. You did pop in, like, was it last stream? Like, briefly? Bro, also, you did pop in for... Okay. Because I was about to say, I was like, I feel like you just came in, right? Also, before stream started, I let the dogs out. And I saw probably the largest spider I've seen while living here on, like, the back, like, near the patio door. It was, like, almost as big as my hand. I was like, holy crap. The thing's been eating good. Just been organizing the collection. It's been out of control. I feel you on that, dude. I have to get another contractor out to add more stuff so I could add more slabs to my wall. I thought I was good. That was the funny part. In my head, I was like, this is enough wall space. I fill up the like both multiple walls, and I still have like boxes full, and I was like, what the hell was I thinking? Oh yeah, that was when I was in my parents' basement. It was nice, obviously, you know, just being able to wake up and, you know, get whatever done. It was nice too because the basement had a staircase up to the garage, so it like made it easier to get inventory down there. But it does a number on the back carrying boxes up and down. Everything's main floor now. Definitely won't be the fifth one to get a 9 at PSA. Oh, that one looks pretty good. I won't even say what I was going to say. But that's, how many times have you submitted that? 4 or 5? That's pretty nuts. Also, for those of you that tuned in the gaming stream, I didn't realize how difficult it's going to be for me to find like a server that I actually like would enjoy. At least on stream. The one server I wanted to try out, there was a queue with 30 people waiting. 4 that all got 9s. I mean, could you tell why they 9'd? Was it like, if anything, I feel like it'd be centering on these illustrators. You're just assuming enough accumulated small marks. I mean, were they from me though? Because the Illustrator rares, especially recently, are guaranteed just going right into a sleeve. The full holo gets, I mean, every card gets hit before leaving the pack. But it's usually in the middle before the card trick. That's interesting. Yo, that is large. Harvey. 2 are from me? Well, 2 of them you could at least maybe attribute more to centering. Like, if you line them up, how different are they? Because I feel like that'd be like a good indicator. I would agree with you. Very, very nice. Kakuna, give me that. Oh, I have to relog in. I forgot. Still don't know why it does this. Have not really done enough homework to figure out a fix for it, to be honest. I have to log into my Stream Deck every stream, which I'm sure is not intended because I've never had to do that before. Oh, that's good. I'm broke too. They're all mixed. I mean, they come in every time you see a set. There's going to be at least 6 packs of it before it switches to another. But I just kind of have them mixed variously, except for Prismatic and Black Bolt and White Flare. And just so everyone's aware, the big breaks, whatever type the graded card is, that's who gets it. Just for the big breaks. So the order really wouldn't matter too much other than just preference. Steel. Going to get its own light and everything. I can't wait for my new internet to come. I feel like my phone and other devices in the house regularly disconnect randomly from my current internet, and I have no fix for it. Yeah, no problem, dude. That's why you were asking, right? Or you were just curious? The thing of it too, Audrey, is it's not even worth it to crack and resend those. In my opinion, it's never worth to crack and resend anything, but 9s, I would just keep. It's not even the risk that you personally make it worse. What if the card is just identical and it comes back a lower grade? What if 9 was feasibly like your best grade you could get on that card? There's too many factors to crack and resend. People will argue against it, but it's not worth it, in my opinion. If there was an equation that you could plug in for like the assessed risk of that versus like the outcome being better or worse, I feel like it would always like not come up as worth it. I'm sure like insurance companies have those type of equations. Yo, that's a very large hit. Mr. Ritter. I don't even know. That's not easy to pull. Such a sick card, too. I was thinking about that Arc game that we were talking about the Isle or Path of Titans, whatever, can you start out as like one of like the weird dinosaurs, like a spider, and you start in a cave? I'm sure, right? I gotta watch a video where he plays as a T-Rex, because I bet that one's pretty cool. Not in the mood for the sun. Daisy went on sale. That's interesting. Still check G2A. You might be able to get it cheaper than that. There's a couple other servers that I have in mind, but like, I feel like stuff is weird right now on DayZ in terms of like, the server's either packed to the max or just dead. The one server I didn't play on stream, I had high hopes for, and then I ran around and I looked at the loot and I couldn't find a gun for like 30 minutes, and I was like, yep, this is not the play. Well, that's if and when you're going to buy it, too. Down. Unless it's never been that cheap, then I would say maybe pull the trigger on it, but yeah. I just know I'm never going back to Counter-Strike until they actually fix the cheating problem. And then, I don't know. I guess, oh my, dude, what is going on? That's 2 alts from Astral. Kenneth. Oh my gosh. That is huge. What is going on tonight? That is a rough cut. Who's colorless? Frankie, just so you know, it's frayed out of the pack. I don't know why. It's like the cutter wasn't sharp enough at the factory. Kind of an error. And then at the end of the stream, after I made it to that oil rig, some rando just snipes me. I couldn't even find him. You know why he found me? Because I was firing those rounds off, just goofing around, and I popped a smoke before I swam over. Okay, we're just popping off tonight in this break. Gold Trainer, Michael. Dark. Audrey. Audrey, I don't know why, but I just got the feeling for an Umbreon. I'm not going to lie to you. As soon as I saw the Samurott, I was like, dark. And then something hit me. So we'll see. I've only pulled one, I think. Yes. I don't know about that, Audrey. You've been pretty lucky no matter what. Electric. Matt. In the God Pack. We had a Demigod pack with a Glaceon in it, or was it Espeon? I think it was Espeon. That was the recent one. Mr. Baker got that. Which God pack are you feeling last pack? That Gengar. Prismatic? Okay. I like it. Prismatic would be the one we're most due for, to be honest. I'm not even 100% sure what the God Pack looks like in Black Bolt and White Flare. Is it all full arts? Is it like the Japanese one where it's the Master Balls? Hopefully it's not like the Illustrator rares. I think there might be variation in it too. Prismatic, I've pulled 3 Demigod packs. There might be one where it's all full arts too, though. Last pack, I'm not sure. I feel like it's so rare that nobody actually knows, because it's not really guaranteed at all. Yo, Audrey, nice Mewtwo. I mean, there's a lot of full art and alts as well. All right, we're almost to dessert. Electric. All right, Prismatic, and Black Bolt and White Flare. Yo, Trainer and Psychic. I can't believe we just pulled that Beedrill. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right. I'm out of Ultra Balls, damn it. Are you serious? I don't have great balls, ultra balls. I'm just broke in this game. I'm like not even close to getting enough for 10 Ultra Balls. I have to sell some stuff. I just don't understand. I was so ahead before that I would never run out of money. I could always buy 10 Ultra Balls, or by the time I would run out, I could always buy another 10. I bought those IV resets, and then I haven't been able to recover since. The Ogre Mask. Grass. I do. And it's still, like, not enough. The Doji. You don't have to say so. It's not your fault. It's just, it's crazy to me that it's that difficult to, like, get to that point. Another issue is like, it's not the same account for me on the gaming channel. So I'm not accumulating points on that channel too. That Seeking is very nice for water. Salamence. Breaks sold out. Well, that's the thing. Like, a lot of times I'm just playing. Is there a way to, like, transfer the gaming channel's money to mine? Or merge them? I don't know if you can merge them. Probably not. All right, the rest of the breaks I'll be posting will be for Monday. For sure, if I'm available. Stuff has just been non-stop, dude. This weekend, I don't want to do anything. thought that was Umbreon for a second. I saw Eevee on the edge. Still time, though. What you going to be playing, Dom? Try. Hearthstone. I made it to Diamond 5 again, just casually. This is the worst meta I think I've ever played in Hearthstone. I don't want to hit Legend. I'm just literally just playing whenever I have free time. It feels weird not having to care about my base on DayZ because we're not playing on that server anymore and it wiped today. So I'm kind of like aimless right now because we haven't found another server yet. You're not doing any good at all? What, in ranked? Or are you talking in Battlegrounds? In ranked, I'll tell you what you need to do. Just make Murloc Paladin. Literally 60% win rate. And it's brainless. Nothing counters it. Ooh. Dark. Oh, I just Google it. Google Hearthstone top decks. That's where I get it from. I just copy and paste, and then you can open the app, and it'll paste the deck. Low-key love that card, the Venipede. Did you hear what I asked earlier, Audrey? I don't know, like how much you've played of the Isle or whatever, that one game we were talking about. Can you start off as one of the insects? Like the spider? Because that would be pretty interesting. Fighting. No, and you might be missing some cards. It's a pretty cheap deck to make. There might be one legendary, maybe two. I think there's only one. Might find something modern. I was just curious. I'm really curious to see if that server that I used to play on is even still a thing anymore. It's probably gone. I feel like this is building up to a Victini right here. Kyrie. I got to refill the hot tub this weekend for winter. It's full now, but you change the water like twice a year. Just so we're good before it gets too cold. need to empty your pool. Last pack Magic is colorless. Alright, no Victini or Reshiram. That's okay. Solid break, dude. 2 alts out of Astral is nuts. Let's see who gets what graded card. Just getting these hollows and codes out of the way. Once again, in the big breaks, it's whatever type the PSA card is, that's who gets it. Smaller breaks is last hit. All right. Number 1. Yo, Full Art Trainer, Daisy's Help, PSA 8. Trainer is Michael. Very good. All right, next one. Yo, Audrey. That's a beautiful gold Zard right there. Is that your second one this week? I pulled you one, and I think you got a graded one on top of it. That's a 9. Yeah, and I just pulled you another one this week, I think. The Zard Mountain is constantly growing. Two trainers, 2 graded trainers in a feast is insane. Michael, that is also yours. That's a gem in 10. Can't blame me because you guys picked the envelopes and I don't know what's in them. Still a very solid break overall. That Beedrill is actually insane to pull. I don't know because I opened them upside down and then I mixed them up. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. It was in one of them. We know that. Grass had quite a pop-off. Saw the Misty Psyduck, too. Just a good break overall. You know who was looking for that card specifically? I think it was Caspre. The Beedrill. Oh, I'm out of Ultra Balls. I have a bunch of Phantom Balls. Thank you for telling me to use that. Delmize's Ghost? Wasn't it? I thought it was something weird like Grass Water. Audrey, you're out of Ultra Balls too, so it's not only me. They've been cranking up the prices or something. Audrey, you have another Charizard right here that's also graded from earlier this week. Your Zard collection has stepped up a lot just from this week. Grass Ghost. It's a boat anchor, though. You would think water. What's another one that upset me recently? Mawile. Mawile's typing doesn't make any sense. It's like steal something, even though it's literally like a Venus flytrap, so it should be grass. Steel Fairy. 0 cents. That's a stupid typing for that Pokemon. I think the last break might be all you, Audrey. I wasn't entirely sure because I just want to keep this rolling. I don't want people to wait. I think it's all you, though. It is? Okay. What's up, Clyde? All right, I need 2 more numbers for the last 2 breaks. We have 2, 3, 5, 6, 24, 25, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 37. 3. If you had to pick one of those, Audrey, which one would it be? Well, there's only 6, so there you go. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. What you doing, Clyde? Drinking your sorrows away? Does that work? I'm just kidding. That's not a great way to... I mean, it's good to have fun. I'm just not a big... I couldn't do it every day. What's up, Jim James? Big dog? Dude, I just emptied this garbage can. It's full again. This is crap. Okay. Good luck, everybody. Fresh cut, just shaved. Cleaned up this a little bit, and then I probably got to clean it up again soon. Not looking as good as you, I'll tell you that. Making sure I change the list. What were we just talking about? Nah, that's why I said it, dude. Oh, we're talking about drinking with Clyde. I'm very happy that I went to, you can't handle IPAs once you hit 30. When you say IPA, I just think of like a dude with like twirling his mustache with like beeswax. Like, oh, this is very good beer. Just drink something, you know? I mean, one immediately shot into my head, but it's not family friendly. That's just where my head is at, though. Wacky races. So Jimmy James, I don't know if you were around, and anyone else who didn't hear the story. Last week, I took my car for an oil change, and it was making a weird noise. And it was the dealership that I went to for the oil change, because, you know, I figure like that's like the responsible thing to do instead of taking it to like, you know, whatever oil change generic place. Had them look at it, and lady comes out and is like, oh, it's going to be $3,000 or something wrong. And I was like, she was rushing me out of there, kind of being rude. And I was like, all right, I'm not signing anything, but thank you. So I went to go get it checked out by my buddy's dad, or my dad's buddy, who's a mechanic. He drove it around. This was yesterday morning. So I had to sacrifice like my entire like 1/4 of my day for this. Mechanic drives it around, looks it over, looks at what they said. And he's like, you just like was sitting in the car. He's like, something wrong. He's like, I don't understand. So just to prove that they were lying, I had to jump through all these hoops for no reason. Never take your car. Apparently not. You know how many people probably just immediately agree to whatever without any second opinions? At some point, I don't know if it was me or the dealer, that took it for a test drive, but instead of two-wheel drive, there's like two-wheel, auto, and then four-wheel. It was set to auto. Switched it to two-wheel, and the sound went away. So I was like, who did that? Because like they were trying to convince me that I did, and I was like, I don't think I did. Rich people take their cars to the dealer. Probably. Literally the only thing that the mechanic who I went to afterwards said, he's like, you might be due for tires in a little bit, but like, yeah, nothing. Yo, that's a very, I love this card. Who's Dragon? Matt? Very nice. And before this, so like before I got the second opinion from the mechanic, I couldn't remember and I couldn't find the paperwork if I bought an extended warranty when I bought my vehicle. So I had to call the dealership that I bought the car from, which is not where I took it for the oil change. And they've been giving me the runaround. So I had to call corporate on them. Corporate just called me today after a week has passed. They're like, did they reach out to you? And I was like, no, I still haven't heard anything. And I just want information. Lady's like, yeah, that's a big problem. I'm going to call you back when we get this resolved. So they're going to get in trouble for just not answering their phone. She's like, the way she said it too, she's like, oh, that's a big problem. We're going to have to solve that. I was like, oh yeah, someone's getting in trouble because they gave me attitude. To my knowledge, it's illegal to withhold that information too, because all I'm doing is calling to see if I did or if I didn't. That's all I wanted to know. The tone? It's all wrong? What do you mean? The tone in which she said it? The tone in which she said it made me think like, oh, we're going to get to the bottom of this because they don't like that. If I have to call corporate for something that a dealership should be answering me, they get really pissed. But they already like sent something to that dealership that they had to answer and they didn't. Walking in Joe Dirt. The Joe Dirt clip with Kid Rock pops up periodically, and I can tell you that I laugh every time. Well, you crying? You crying, boy? I love that. That video, every time it pops up, makes me laugh. Get yourself a wham burger, some wham cries. Yep. Some French fries. It's a nice Mightyena. I hope netball applies to bug types. Fortress might not even be a bug type, but I feel like it is. Maybe a wine can. Fortress is bug steel. Why do I keep thinking it's grass? Probably because in the cards, there is no bug type, so it's grass. That's why. Trainer is the last hit right now. Into Trainer again. Jimmy James, I set up, so the server that we played on Wipe today, no one was on it because Wipe, and even before Wipe, people just stay like in the one section of the map. I had a landmine. I built 5 or 6 tripwires to attach grenades to, and nobody was on. Such a disappointment. So now I'm in the process of finding another server, because that one was just disappointing. Dark. And someone tried raiding our base, Jimmy James, and failed. They raided the false entrance and then didn't have enough to get all the way to our like loot room. They got like 1/4 in. They didn't even steal the helicopter from how pissed they were. Because the garage that I have on the roof is not a way into the base. It's just a way to the helicopter, and I pass in stuff through the window, but it looks like an entrance. So they're like, oh yeah, it's going to be easy. They raid the roof, and it's not an entrance, and you could see that they were trying to get in. If I built in a door that bypasses 6 other doors, I wouldn't be very good at base building. Trainer's last hit right now. The server I tried out last night, Jimmy James, is literally called Sunnyvale, and it's a Trailer Park Boys themed server. It's a shame because it wasn't that great, but like it was hilarious. They had Barb's Bunker, Mr. Leahy's Military Island. Grass's last hit. You weren't on the server, dude. I'm pretty sure you don't even own DayZ. You liar. Water's the last set. 2 packs left. You're lying to me. If you actually don't, though, it just went on sale, Dom was saying. Last pack magic, colorless, snipes it. Mark snipes the slab. You love Trailer Park Boys? You seen them? Me and Nick saw them live in Chicago, and we were going to buy the backstage passes to hang out with them, and they were sold out. But I have a playbill signed by each of them. You just don't get on that much? Well, I'll let you know when I find another server that I'm going to be building a base on. Bar none, I had one of the most, like, the biggest bases on that server with Tetsnick, and nobody knew where I lived, actually. He was so drunk and excited he threw up. Gyarados going to Mark. PSA 9 promo from Hidden Fates. I wish they weren't sold out of the backstage passes, because to meet them and hang out with them would probably be like the craziest thing ever. But our seats were pretty good. They were at the Chicago Theater. We were pretty close. The Freedom 45. It was only Ricky, Bubbles, and the Hamburger Guy. I saw Ricky, Julian, Randy, which is the Hamburger Guy, and Leahy was dead at that point. Rest in peace. All right, Audrey, the last break is all yours. Let's see what you get and what graded card you got. Freedom 35, not 45. It's 35. I want to buy a couple Ricky button-down shirts. He might have been actually drunk, dude. They don't mess around. I'm talking like the shirts were like, it's like random like dragons and stuff. Aside from like the standard, which is the checkerboard one. Is that what they are? I didn't even realize that they were actually bowler shirts. I'm literally just going to copy and paste your name into this entire list, Audrey. Very good. We got breaks for Monday posted. If someone would have added me earlier, even though I was checking that the feast was full, I would have posted a second one, but that's okay. Still have enough heat for tonight. The Sam Squanch, dude. Over the line, Daddy. I haven't been bowling in a minute. I kind of want to get another ball, because the one I have is pretty sick, but I want like a different one. I have one that smells like cinnamon. We've had this discussion before. What's the holiday you say? He's like Shubha Shabbos. Well, the brand I have is Storm. They have like the really nice bowling balls that have like different scents built into them. Mine has my initials and then like the fingertips. But it's old now. It's still good, but like a nice little switch up. I'm just going to buy one that has insane curve, because that's all I really care about, to be honest. I don't care if I gutter it. If I gutter it with a full hook, I'm happy. The Rose Ball Shabas. There you go. He's like Shuba Shabas. The Woody Harrelson ball, isn't it the one with the rose in it? What movie is that? Turn into a world of pain, pal. Sorry, I needed more top loaders. For the very last, I almost had enough. Kingpin. I gotta rewatch that movie. It's been a minute. Yeah, see, I gotta rewatch it. It's been way too long. I think I've seen that movie once. Audrey, what are you feeling here? Because obviously you were feeling something when you got this last break. There's still a big PSA card we haven't pulled yet. It might be in number 6. I don't know. Tipsy? What's your weapon of choice? What you been sipping on? Very fitting that I pull you this card, by the way. Mike's Hard Lemonade? I haven't had Mike's Hard Lemonade in a minute. Just the standard, or are we talking the flavors? Because the flavors are pretty good. A little strawberry. Black cherry. Black cherry is very good. Okay, I don't know when they started doing this too, and if it's just a Costco thing. What have been the standard 3 flavors that have come in a Gatorade? Like when you get like a big, like, you know, like a Costco thing of Gatorade. What are the 3 flavors? Red, orange, yellow, right? You're drinking the big can, Mike's Harder Cranberry? It's because you go hard, Jimmy James. Not to be trifled with. So anyways, Costco, I don't know if this is a standard across all Gatorade in different stores, but it's not red, yellow, orange anymore. I think they removed orange and put in blue, and I was like, what? When did this happen? But yeah, I was pretty outraged by that. I guess other people didn't share in my outrage. The MC's hype. Team Rocket's Persian. Also, the server I was on, Jimmy James, the Sunnyvale, they had zombies. I go into the police station and close the door behind me. The zombies on the server can bust down doors. It's scared. I yelled when it happened because it was so loud. And I wasn't expecting it. So the zombies, like, followed me into the building, even though I closed the door behind me, and they busted down the door. I almost died. Normally, you could just close the door and you're fine, because zombies couldn't open doors. I don't like how that server that I played on didn't have zombies, because it gives away player positions with aggro. Because if you shoot, a zombie will run towards the gunshot. You get raged over the smallest thing. What, the Gatorade? I was like, why? It just didn't make sense. The Dead Maw 5, dude. Little stuff like that agitates me more than like a big monumental thing I can handle. Why are you so angry? Because it's just like a little thing that will bother me. It eats at me. A little thing eats at me more than something big. But obviously you know that. Because you feel that way too. What do we got here? The Cleavor. I don't go that far. I've calmed down a little bit, but I feel you on that. I'm subconsciously paying attention to what the last hit is, even though it doesn't matter because Audrey has every spot. It's bothering me. So thank you for making my life easier, Audrey. Good hit so far. Let's get her a God Pack or the Umbreon I was feeling. I'm so excited for fiber getting installed, dude. I called them today because I had my TV and my phone like disconnect randomly. And I'm like, how far away are we from you guys actually installing? Because I have it like pre-signed up. The second it's available, they come out to install. They're like, it's going to be really soon. So, you said based on what you've seen before, probably in the next week or two. And not to mention the random, at certain hours, just the connection just dropping. I'm assuming there's going to be some overlap when I cancel, because I don't want to cancel and then be waiting. That's a Master Ball. That's another Master Ball. All right, everyone's falling asleep and nodding off. Perfect timing, honestly. All right, solid break. Let's see what graded card you get. I know there's a couple big cards, but he mentioned one big card. I'm curious to see if it's in here. It's crazy how every time there's a big card, which there always is, in these PSA envelopes, it's never picked. Wish you could sleep. The trick to that is trying to stay awake. Yo. Staryu reverse from Evo, PSA 9. I actually love that card. Congrats on that, Audrey. I would put this next to like the Staryu that I have from like base set. Either that or find a DayZ server. Because I'll just stay up if I have... I mean, I still skip sleep like twice a week. It's just wired into me from COVID. And I really like the schedule and I don't want to lose it. Because then I get up early and I work out. That was a Y. My handwriting is just horrible. I made it worse. There. That's better. Oh, I know. Listen. You buy out a break, I'll rewrite your name. That's fine. I'll do that with a smile. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a beautiful evening. I'll tell you what, Jimmy James, if I stay up, which I probably will, and I'm playing DayZ on a new server, I'll hit you up. DayZ will put you to sleep after grinding for a while. Other than that, guys, Monday's breaks are posted. Gaming stream Sunday. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. I'll message you, Jimmy James, if I get on. But other than that, guys, I love you. You're all beautiful. Have a good rest of your night.